Hey there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome to your full moon in Libra reading. I am recording this with a lot of energy going on around the earth signs today. We've got the moon in Virgo. We've got lots of things happening in Taurus. Mercury just got there, and so it's going to seem weird the way I'm doing the cards today, but there's a reason for it. So let's talk about this full moon. This full moon is happening in Libra at 16 degrees of Libra. It is the sixth one in a line. It's the sixth and final one in the line of the 16 degrees, this harvesting point. And so this new moon was seeded on October 6, 2021, and there's this energy around what were you thinking about back in October of 2021? What were you trying to manifest and create in your life? And now it's this harvest time. It's this harvest point. And so we're halfway through, and it's halfway through the degrees in Libra. And so it is about really paying attention to what needs to be harvested, released. So we're going to look at that. What are you opening the door up for the rest of this part of this energy to be coming in, especially as we have the nodes getting ready to shift into this Aries Libra axis? It becomes really important. We're going to get some really practical advice on this. See what it is that Spirit wants to guide you with. There will be a couple of affirmations that come with this, and there is, we'll look at a crystal for you to work with to really utilize this energy. At the time of this full moon, the sun in Aries is going to be conjunct Chiron and conjunct Jupiter, and so it's kind of sandwiched in between these 2 points, and it's this energy of how do you expand the healing in your life, and part of that is letting crap go to create space for something new to come in and then really expand on it. So I really like the way that this is set up. I know not everybody, not all the astrologers find how good this is, but I actually think it's really good. We do have Mercury squaring off with conjunct the North Node, squaring off with Pluto at this time, which to me it's about communicating these big changes in what direction you want to go. And so I think that this is a very powerful situation here. So what are you supposed to release? All right, so it says family, friends, and guides, and you're not supposed to let them go. It's that harvesting. This is an opportunity for you to assess where you stand in these kinds of relationships. What works for you and what doesn't? Where does the energy flow easily and smoothly, and where is it just not worth your time and your effort? As far as guides go, I want to say, do you have a spiritual practice? Are you using it? Are you allowing yourself into that energy? So I kind of want to look. It is even more emphatic announcement about the arrival or the presence of an important guide in your life. Ooh, this may be a talent guide, a past life guide, or an expert of any kind. Everyone in spirit can be a guide, from the ascended masters to your dear friends, to every angel who vibrates in the heavenly realms. You can receive insight and information from them all. This card calls for you to open up to some important guidance available to you about the project you're working on. Perhaps a talent or a guide or some other expert is reaching out to you to help. It may even be that someone famous like Monet, if you are an artist, or Mozart, if you are in music. Do not think that you don't deserve the help of these legendary spirits. They love what they did while on the earthly plane, and that they love helping those who are following in the same pursuits. Now you can also have a personal guide who is always at your shoulder, whispering and helping you along, open to the powerful presence of the. See if you can get a sense of who your guide might be, and then be prepared to let the inspiration flow. Oh my God, it says be prepared to let the inspiration flow. And what is your opportunity? What is being open to you? You have the words flow. right? And it's a 6, and this is a 6. We're definitely talking about spirit guides here. I think what you need to release and let go of is, I feel like they're showing me like you're standing there trying to hold the door closed. Actually, they're showing it like it's a big castle gate that's got these big, huge doors, you know, they're wooded. It's like you're leaning against it, and they want in. So your spirit guides want in, and so it's almost like releasing your pride about whether or not to ask for help, and help me show up in many ways. So allow yourself to get into the flow of the abundance of the universe. There is this, sometimes we think we have to do it ourselves, or we need to do it ourselves, or it's all up to us. And so you're being asked to kind of release your stubbornness about asking for the help that you need, and allowing it to show up in whatever form it wants to show itself, whether that seems really obvious, or even maybe just welcoming and noticing the signs and the synchronicities that fall in because your spirit guide team is trying to connect with you. And so asking for the help and the guidance that you need seems really important here. I love that so much. And then this card of flow. This is definitely about opening yourself up to being in the flow with the spirit of the abundance of the universe. Wow, you have great cards. You guys have something, right? You guys have been navigating through. First, the South Node went through your sign, and then for the past year and a half, the South Node was in Scorpio. It was your time of integration, and now the South Node's getting ready to shift into a Libra, and that is your time to take action. And so you're being asked to release and let go of the boulders that are blocking the flow of abundance. And so okay, so if you think of your objections, if you think of your sense of unworthiness, or your sense of I don't have, or I'm not good enough, or I can't have, whatever it is, as little pebbles and sometimes boulders that block up, like up here, right? Where the river is coming to here, and it slows it down to a trickle. And if you will be up here and just mentally, it feels like a mental work, right? It feels like deciding that you're going to remove those boundaries, and you're going to allow the flow of the abundance of the universe to bring stuff to you. I really love this so much for you. This is such great energy. And so, wow, really, really opening up to this. All right. So this is the South. It's red. It is where we exit. Right? I did work with a shaman, and he had me walk through the medicine circle. So look it up. I am not sure. I thought I entered from the north, and so I would have exited to the west. Look it up. I will try to remember to look it up and put it in the description box, but if you are curious, you should look up the medicine wheel and the 4 directions and what each of them means, because you have south and you have red, and red is creativity, and red is the root chakra too. It's a sense of being grounded and rooted in it, but it's the flow and the abundance. This is creative energy coming through here. All right, so the flower of your being begins to bloom when you move with the flow of life. This process of letting go, moving your consciousness out of your mind and into your body mind, or your shaman center, which is an inch or 2 below your navel. So sacral chakra. Okay, feel your receptivity as you become still. Watch the waterfall flow as if you were the mountain high above it. Be serene at the ease and the totality within you. Your power then becomes the waterfall. And let that work for you. Become like a twig carried on the rushing surface. Become one with the water, dissolving the senses of your mind and living totally in your instinctual nature. Let go and relax into the eternal flow. You're being invited. You're being invited to just Move with the energies. So ask for the help you need. Connect in. So where you've been hesitating, I'll tell you guys something I don't tell many people. So you guys are special here in Sagittarius world. One of my major prominent have contact with daily, goes for walks with me all the time, spirit guides is George Michael. Now, George Michael and I both incarnated within 2 weeks of each other into this physical realm. The first time I saw him on TV, I stopped in my tracks. I knew him. Like, the connection was so strong. And his music matters to me on so many different levels. And he became very much a part of the soundtrack of my life. But with his passing, he showed up, and we spent a lot of time together, just in conversation. He's probably my best friend, which I know what that sounds like, but he understands me. We have very similar placements and a lot of stuff, and so he's been a very great help and guide in helping me to navigate certain things. So I encourage you to not think that in the spiritual realm, they all know that everyone is equal. They're not better, they're not worse. You're not better, you're not worse. And so there is this desire, though, because we're all connected, to help one another. So open up and see where your guides come from. See where your guides come from. You might be surprised. All right, advice. You have the beetle. Did you get that piece of paper yet so you can write down your affirmation? We'll cover that in a minute. So if not, get something ready to tap it out. There are others who can help you. Okay, like, I don't know how to tell you any other way. Spirit is, hello, let us in. As you fulfill your life purpose, you help others fulfill theirs. Balance your individual efforts with teamwork to make the most progress. There is no need to do everything on your own, no matter how intimidating or difficult the situation may seem right now. You have what it takes to move through it successfully. Do not give up. Be open to innovative approaches and trust you will instinctively find a way. You will successfully carry out remarkable tasks in this lifetime. You have the beetle, which really makes me think of the scarab beetle. So this is true magic working for you. All right, so here's your affirmations. You ready? Because this is about progress and co-creation and accomplishment. And your guides are standing there, and unless you ask, they can't help. You have free will. They can't jump in unless you ask. Please don't leave them banging on the other side of the door. All right. I am empowered to build a legacy of love and thrive in a sacred community. Now, a sacred community could be just you and your significant other. It could be you and your immediate family. It could be you and a couple of friends. It could be you and your pet. It doesn't matter. What is sacred about it is the honor and the respect that we are all part of the oneness. That's what makes it sacred. It's the honor and the respect that we pay to it. Even if you're all by yourself and single, you create a sacred community. I do think, though, and that you have to, that would probably be really important to be in touch with your spirit guide team at that time. But there is an honoring and an acknowledgement of the oneness and of the light within each of us. That's a sacred community, right? I am empowered to build a legacy of love and thrive in a sacred community. As you grow and build and thrive in your own power, your light shines brighter, and you will attract others who are resonating on the same frequency. All right. Leopard skin jasper. How much fun is that? Ooh, I have a stone. It's pink. Leopard skin jasper. Even more fun. Okay, so I observe my surroundings, and I know I am divinely guided. I observe my surroundings, and I know that I am divinely guided. I observe my surroundings, and I know that I am divinely guided. That is all this whole message has been. You are divinely guided. They're just asking you to ask. All right, so improve peripheral awareness, become the objective observer, increase consciousness of reaction to others, increase mental, physical, and emotional flexibility. Be willing to shift, to adapt, to be fluid. Water is the ultimate in adaptability, right? I know you're a fire sign, but adjust to being like water. Water, no matter what you pour it into, it takes the shape of it. And I feel like it's important that you create a shape that you're pouring your emotional waters into that is something that is pleasing to you. Otherwise, is it really worth the effort? Wow. Nice reading, Sag. Okay, I'm on Facebook every day if you want to catch me over there. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up and supporting this channel. Your comments, oh my gosh, they matter so much. They make me feel good. They help the analytics, and it helps to build community. So I really love it. So thank you. All right, you guys take great care, and I'll talk to you again soon.